We're live.
We're live.
The Mets aren't.
Mets aren't. They're not alive. They are not live tonight. Just swinging at balls all over the fucking place. Dead as fuck. And giving up one of the longest home runs I've ever seen in my entire life. Holy shit. What was the official count on that? That's one of those home runs they were probably like 395. And it's actually like 7,000 feet. That was insane. This team sucks.
It's just such a crap game, and then Bauer goes out and just
throws his dick
Bauer just screaming on the mound.
Just shoved, man. Just shit down everyone's throat.
You know what? If he's gonna lose it though, that's how you want it to happen. You want him to just be like, fucking
even
dominate.
Is this another one?
Did you see?
Fucking Christ Almighty! Like even if Jake didn't like falter down the stretch, Bauer probably would have ended. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's easier to sleep at night. Also, like I said, it's good to know that one way or the other, we're gonna have the defending Cy Young on our team in 2021. So I'm not worried about it.
I saw Marty Mush and Hubs and Tommy were already going at him.
How clearly like jealous or whatever the Yankee fans are with Trevor Bauer. I mean, this guy's a shtick. Dude, if you can't get down with Trevor Bauer, you're just a hater, which is fine. I could see myself hating a guy like that who has a very like braggadocious swagger to him, but just call it like it is. You're just a fucking hater.
Did you see what he tweeted too after his game tonight? He wrote, "Give me that," and I was like, "That's a baller move. Like that's a fucking baller move."
Are they in? They're not, right?
I think they're in that shit pile that we were running.
But I mean,
we were trying to get to the shit pile, and they are currently running.
They've won like 10 out of 12 down the stretch here, but if they they still have a chance of not making it, I guess everybody does. Everybody's in that fucking, like you said, shit pile. But him in October would be not very fun to face. Very fun to face.
Here's the thing with him. It's like, I hate the guys that talk shit and then they complain when people come at him on social media.
Right,
like,
but he's cool.
He backs it up even if he doesn't perform, or like he let up the home run to Tim Anderson the other day and he's just like, you should have fucking bat flipped all over me. Like, if you're able to just spin zone it no matter what, it's like, then you can go and do whatever.
It's honestly not even spin zoning. He's just the only dude who's fucking willing to like call it like it is. You know, like he just, if you just own it and say like, yes, you can bat flip, yes, you can fist bump, yes, you can do this, that, the other thing. Like, nobody can come at you. There's nothing to say.
You know what he's doing? He's doing what Bryce said like 4 or 5 years ago. Make baseball fun again. He's actually making baseball fun again. And Tim Anderson, and the fact they went at each other, which is what made it awesome. Then he tell him to vlog it. Then he did vlog it. Like, that's the kind of shit this game needs, because it's so fucking boring when it's games like this right now going on.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. The fact that we can highlight 2 guys and recall, only 3 that have done it in recent years. And there's only 2 guys that we know that are active on social media that do vlogs and all this kind of shit. I mean, that's the problem with baseball. It shouldn't be that sort of like, special. But yeah, man, this sport is, on a night like this, holy shit, this sport sucks. Absolutely sucks. And I'll tell you what else sucks. Swinging at a ball that bounces in the fucking grass. I mean, Pete Alonso, that ball was outside. It was about 45 feet, and he swung. That was insane. That's worse than the Trevor, the Todd Frazier swing from when he was on the Yankees. That was the worst swing ever up until tonight. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a worse swing than that. God.
That's his season in a nutshell. Yeah. Look, did you see Andrelton Simmons from the Angels? He just opted out. There's a week left. He's just like, fuck it, I'm done. There's only 5 games left.
Goodbye. I guarantee you, if Pete wasn't like, a part, like a core of this team, he would have done the same thing. You're having a bad season, and as much as I would not have done that press conference where I just said I have bad luck and cite my own stats like he did, I probably would have hoped to let someone else do that. But facts are facts. He has had an unlucky season. I know that that's like sour grapes and you kind of sound like a bitch complaining about it. But like, let me say it for you, Pete. You had an unlucky year, and a few more hits and a few more balls in play really make a huge difference in this small of a sample size. So fuck it. Just go home. Just don't get too fat. That's all I ask. Go home, fatten up, whatever. Get ready for next year. Just don't get too fat.
Yeah, Kyle and I were talking in the pregame just about what we're hoping for obviously tonight, and then what we could look for next year, because Betances is back and he's probably going to opt in because his option, why the fuck wouldn't he after this year, right?
Absolutely.
And then Familia is on the books for 16 mil because they backloaded the shit out of his contract. So basically, our bullpen is what it is right now. And I was
my God, that's a terrifying thought.
Yep. So
well, theoretically, but Steve Cohen is the type of guy who would just come in and buy more arms and put fucking Familia and Betances, DFA him or some shit, whatever.
Yeah.
But you're right. But it is scary to think that they're not going to be actively, seeking relief arms. So they might get a couple more, swap some in or out. But that's
they have to find a GM before they start finding players.
Yeah, right. I mean, they've got a lot on their plate before to worry about that. But it doesn't matter because at the back end of that bullpen, we have the most reliable, best fucking reliever in baseball. We have the best closer in the game, Diaz.
Gelbsy finally saw it. He actually appreciated it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Good.
That was awesome. I love that fucking video. So it was a nice play by McNeil tonight, throwing him out of the plate.
Yeah.
That was good.
I don't know if I imagine you guys both follow Mike Poom. He's just kind of marking down this might be this guy's last appearance at Citi Field this year. And when he said Wilson Ramos, I almost fucking came when I saw get
I know. Good fucking bye. Wilson Ramos is gonna go down in history. I'm a little bit high from 3G right now, so I'm laughing extra hard. Wilson Ramos is gonna go down in history as that guy who he was nothing. In a couple seasons where really nothing mattered, but I fucking hate him. I fucking hate that guy. I mean, I got deep hate for no reason for Wilson Ramos.
It's when if your catcher just doesn't catch the ball, it's every single play you're living on the edge. It's just too much to take. Chances that you do have a play at the plate and he just doesn't catch the ball or he just doesn't tag the guy, you're just what the fuck am I supposed to do with this right now? I'm Dennis from Always Sunny. I'm untethered rage. I'm just so angry. And he's Kyle said he's a buffalo in planet Earth that is just waiting to get eaten by lions. He's guys,
yes, just get me out of here. I mean, he is the when you can't catch the ball, McNeil had to make sure that was perfect for him, or he would have botched that fucking play. Just get out of here, Wilson Ramos.
He's the least flexible catcher I've ever seen. Catchers are usually these they can be fat and they can do splits.
Nimble.
They got to be limber. He can barely tie his shoes.
He's just this fat guy who's not that good.
I'm gonna remember him from two things. One is that he went on that ridiculous stretch where he reached base 35 fucking times. And two is his kid's gigantic balls that he posted on social media.
That kid was hanging brain at the hospital. He had such a big sack.
If Steve Cohen needs to give us a boost, so this is when Gary, Keith, and Ron go off the rails. This is our version of it, where we can be talking about
oh man, that is so fucking funny. I mean, this game is this is probably the worst game I watched all fucking season. Just put me out of my goddamn misery. Every one of these games, 4 left now, right after tonight. There you go, Pete.
Yep. Okay. And they're all earlier in the night. 6:05, 6:05.
Let's quickly put us out of our misery as quick and painless as possible, man. These games are gonna feel like eternity, though. Eternity. Watching this game tonight, I was like, it's only the 5th, it's only the 7th, it's only the 8th. I mean, it just kept on going. So,
and now we're kind of robbed of that Saturday start. I still want to see Jake pitch, but
yeah,
you're not playing for anything at all
at
anymore.
That point, it's like completely fucking. Yeah. It's completely over. So, well, I mean, we'll still be here though. We're gonna be here. Anybody in the chat? I said you can come vent in the chat if you want to get your thoughts off. Let her rip. But we'll be here for the Final Four. We've been here the whole time. Can't stop now. And Kyle and Clem they're throwing a perfect game. They have not missed a single Coors Light Gotta Believe pre or post game quickie. Make sure that you get your Coors Light Mountains out for the Final Four games because make sure they're extra frosty, extra blue, because you're going to need some other form of entertainment because you ain't getting it from the New York Mets for the next 4 games. So drink your Coors Light, talk some shop with the boys when you're watching the game, talk about how Steve Cohen's going to save this team, talk about how the Yankees are going to choke in the playoffs, whatever, and kick back and have your Coors Lights handy and ready to go. We're going to
celebrate responsibly because the Mets don't let us celebrate, and they're not responsible for our feelings. Fuck
yeah. Yep. I guess we'll wait. Listen, no out, second and third.
Oh, nice little rally here.
If this was happening to us, I would be, chewing my fingernails like, oh my God, we're going to blow this. By the way, speaking of chewing and fingernails and teeth and whatnot, how's Frank doing? How's he been during this limping to the finish line?
I think Frank, I honestly think the whole Cohen thing has put his brain in a blender.
Right, he doesn't know what to do.
Those dark levels anymore because everyone's just being, dude, Steve Cohen's coming this season's fraudulent anyway, and he just loses his mind. Oh, there's the spin zone to you. The Rays, AL East champions. So,
fuck the Yankees. The Yankee fans will tell you they don't care about winning the division. Listen, you should have won the division. You're supposed to win the division. Like, let's call it what it is. So I'm hoping the Yankees are peaking too early, winning like 1,000 games in a row right before the playoffs. That's my hope.
Whose bandwagon are we jumping on?
Ooh, good question.
That's a great question. I mean, I would. I'm not allowed to, I don't think, because of White Sox Dave, but the White Sox are fun.
San Diego.
Yeah, I'll probably be on San Diego.
Yeah.
If the Reds make it, I will root for Trevor Bauer. I do want good things to happen. Actually, I don't want any chance of him being like, we're staying in Cincinnati, we're coming back for more. So I actually would love a Reds first round exit, to be honest.
I'm going with the big hogs. I'm going Sons of Uribe. I'm instituting my alliance. I'm locking it in. 5 years ago is when it all started. Kevin's not allowed, unfortunately.
Listen, the White Sox are good. They're the Mariners are Mets West. The White Sox are Mets Central. So until they actually get there. 2005 was such a weird the fact that they snuck in and won a title is like, what the fuck?
Dude, that rotation was insane.
They were throwing just complete games every day in the playoffs. It was just
you got to give them credit for this year too, because they went for it big time and it paid off.
Yeah, no doubt.
Nice.
But I think with those franchises, the scariest part of things like when the Mets are in it, it's not like the players on the field and beating the opposition in front of you. It's like beating yourself. It's like until the White Sox win or put together a run or whatever, it's the same thing as the Mets. Like you're a loser until you're not. So that's what scares me about teams like that. But that's what's weird about the Padres are one of them. The White Sox are one of them. You got a couple teams out there that are not supposed to be winners. So eventually it's got to happen, I guess. I don't know. I would say you would say that about the Mets too, but it never seems to happen. So.
Yeah, I'm not looking I'm kind of jumping on, hoping to not even. I don't even care about winning the championship. Just hoping I can get on the team with the fan base that a bunch of savages like us. I will say this though, Kev, you have to put this in mind because San Diego was my second team that came in my head, or my NL team. Chris Paddock, number 1.
Yeah.
And all those comeback fans,
those fucking asshole fans. I always forget about them. I mean, that is Padres fans in a nutshell. Even when they make some noise and piss me off, I just seem to always forget about them. They're very forgettable. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. That's out. I can't do it. I don't like either of those guys. Those dudes on Twitter and Chris Paddock, both of them. Fuck them. So they're gone.
I never want to root for
reality is I don't know. I don't even know if I want to watch. I don't know. I think I'm all
I know who
baseball.
you got. I got one for you. You got to go Jay-Hay. Or did Jay-Hay abandon the Indians at this point?
Oh. Hey! The Todd father making it interesting.
Motherfucker.
That was my pregame wish. I said I wanted to dump home run in his last game here. Fuck him.
That's fucking funny. Todd.
For all the eye ties in New Jersey. There you go.
God. Take me to the
Little League World Series. Tom's River. Did you know he was a fan of Derek Jeter? Did you guys know? Fucking unbelievable, Todd Frazier.
I guess I should put the game back.
Just let's end this shit, please.
I think that's the picture that looks like Hank too.
Yes, that is. That's exactly him. Oh my god, that looks a lot like Hank. Holy shit! From the side, the profile is crazy.
Oh, did you see the SNY? They had Tommy Shelby and who pitched for them today? Blake Snell.
Yeah.
No. Glasnow. They are identical. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, we're doing a pitching change. I feel like Keith Hernandez right now. Oh, you got to be kidding me.
And the other team that is the Dodgers, I hate rooting for the front runner, but I feel like if they make it to the World Series, they're automatically going to be the underdog again.
Bro,
they have to be.
8 straight division titles for the Dodgers. That is nuts.
Yeah, that is us. That's our future, boys. Get fucking used to it.
God, the thing about it too, if you're Steve Cohen, is like the NL East really is like there for the taking if you want to run wild. Like if we were in the NL West, it's like, the Dodgers already exist, and no matter how good you get, you might have to run on against a team who's just as good as you. The NL East is just like not good, and like there for the taking. What I don't want to see though is Juan Soto for the rest of my fucking life. I mean, literally, there's a chance that Juan Soto, I might have to face him for the rest of my life. Like, I'll die when I'm like 55, and Juan Soto still might be going because he's so goddamn young. So,
he's coming here. Just start acting like Yankee fans. He's going to look good in orange and blue.
Can't wait for to see him in orange and blue. Going to look great in orange and blue. I'm going to start saying that all the fucking time. Remember when the going to look great in pinstripes, I think, panned out like once. Like that for all that joke is, like, how many times do they actually really, aside from Garrett Cole this year, it's like
they had those monster teams in like the early 2000s that never won, and it was like Gary Sheffield, Jason Giambi. Like the Mets were going after Jason Giambi and they stole him away.
No, but
I hated those years, so they never won.
It's a long time ago. I mean, and they like fired it back up with Garrett Cole. I guess 2009 was the year that they bought those guys. But other than that, you got to really go back to when it was just like, okay, Giambi, you're ours now. Sheffield, you're ours now. A-Rod, you're ours now. I mean, that was when they were a truly evil empire type shit. But I would love to even just be able to, even if it doesn't come true, just the fact that we could say that, he's gonna look great as a Met. I mean, I'm doing it already. We're doing Bauer or on to Soto, whatever. Anderson, you Hank-looking motherfucker! Wow, that is funny from the profile. He really does look like
hilarious. I remember that from last year, seeing him and being like, "Fucking Hank." Gimme with a bomb tonight. That was beautiful as well.
Yeah.
So how does this go?
Have Bauer or Real Muto?
I would say I would prefer Real Muto only because Bauer's going to do this like 1 or 2 year shit, right?
Yeah, that and like an everyday player versus
always
a pitcher.
I learned my lesson, man.
Yeah,
I learned my lesson when we loaded up with pitching. I remember thinking we have the pitching, the Cubs have the bats. We're going to see each other forever in the NLCS. And nope, never happens, never works. Pitchers are too injury prone. Yeah, I'll always take the everyday player.
Yeah, and I mean, I just hope he's not looking for some. I imagine everyone's going to be pretty, unless there's the mystery team. But like, you don't want to have him locked in on a huge deal, and then it just completely goes up. And there's this put in the books. It just goes down to shit. You know what I mean? That's actually kind of a good thing about Bauer. It's when pitchers get hurt and then they're just sitting on your
stuck. Yeah.
Years. That actually helps you, but I'm with you. I think you got to go Real Muto. I don't know who other we have.
But here's the thing, fellas. This is what I'm talking about. Guess what? We do both.
Yeah.
We do both now. I really hope I really hope he does, by the way. I hope he spends a fuck ton. I know everyone says like that's not the way to just win, and I get that, but I really would like a couple off seasons where it's like, should we get this one or this one? And it's like, just go get both, kids. Just go get both. You can buy both.
Lock up Conforto first thing he does just to get that shit over with.
Lock up Conforto. Take Wilson Ramos. Take Michael Walker. Put him in a cardboard box. Throw him over the edge of a fucking ship. Get those guys off this fucking team.
Oh, these motherfuckers got ticker tape coming down. Who the fuck how did they get ticker tape in the middle
of the fucking ticker tape on our goddamn field?
This is like even a terrible year to clinch, though. Like, they're not allowed to drink in the clubhouse.
So how does this work now? Is it 1-8, 2-7, or is it like the bottom has to do wild card games?
No,
1-8.
Yeah, it's like March Madness. Yeah,
because I'm looking at the goddamn like the way it's shaking out right now, and the goddamn Yankees are locked in with the Twins again, and we know how that's as of now.
Poor bastards.
How fucking pissed you have to be if you're a Twins fan seeing that? Just like, God damn it.
And somehow get locked in the middle. You can't just be the 1 this year, and they're like the 4. They're fucking – now the Indians can jump them, and I don't know if there's anything about not playing your division, but it's pretty much locked. Oh, no, the Twins – White Sox and A's are all tied, so that can. But then the A's are fucked too because they always lose to the game. It's them or the Twins are the fucking official lambs. I need a first round White Sox Yankees matchup because White Sox Dave against fucking fake Gabagool boys is must watch.
Oh man, oh baby, that will be fun to watch. That's for certain.
We bring Ellie back just for one game, just so she could fucking announce it to them.
Yeah. All right. Well, not much to say here, right? So,
no, we do the full podcast tomorrow, by the way. So, see
right.
whatever.
That's right. We'll see. We might have to break out the bracket again, boys. There ain't much left to fucking say. Okay, you're limping to the goddamn finish line.
We never even made it to the second round. We got plenty.
I know.